Taurus, welcome to your just-in-time intuitive tarot reading. If you're watching this, Taurus, do trust there is a message here for you. If you are a regular, welcome back, Taurus. Thanks for being here for another reading. And if you are a newbie, welcome. My name is Bronya. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Looking forward to bringing you through this message. Now, Taurus, if you do enjoy it, please do like, share, comment. Most importantly, hit the subscribe button. It does support the channel, keeps the readings coming, and helps me connect with your energy. Drop me a comment, let me know where you're tuning in from. You know I love to hear. Okay, a couple of oracles to kick us off, Taurus. I have number 16, a door to the infinite, and number 14, positive intention. So that boils down to 7, boils down to 5 and 7. We could have a turning point here coming in. Now, I see someone here who is holding the fruits of their labors, and they're sort of holding it like you would like a newborn baby. So there's something here that I think you've been nurturing, that you've been manifesting, like maybe since Lionsgate 8-8. And we see someone who's got the harvest. This could be an indication that there is tangible results coming, that there is growth coming here. And that is the door to the infinite, like possibility, things flourishing even more. Let's keep going. So I'm going to use the Divine Initiation Oracle and the Ethereal Alchemist Tarot today. I'll link these down below. I'll also link my website should you want to arrange a personal reading or healing with me. And my socials, Instagram and TikTok. I'm very interactive with different daily content on those platforms. All right, we've got number 30, you are supported. And we see a gateway, a threshold, another door to the infinite. Like, we can't see what is through there, but we can see this expansive ocean, like this horizon. So I sort of get the feeling that you're moving into an expansive period of your life and that you are supported. Keep going. That outcome is coming. Like, whether you're wanting to grow more abundance, whether you're on a conception journey here, you are actually supported by the universe. Now, being supported doesn't necessarily mean that everything just happens easily, because there's always lessons along the way, isn't there? So let's see what we have from the tarot. Judgment. Yeah, I mean, this is a divine reckoning. It can be like there's a bit of urgency when judgment comes out. Like, what if it's not going to happen? This is my last chance. Like, I'm getting to the pointy end here. That is judgment. So maybe you feel like you're on the receiving end of like a bit of a divine reckoning. It can be a wake-up call as well to take action on your hopes and dreams, because I mean, so many people live life like there is so much more life to come, that we have all the time in the world. But the truth is, Taurus, doesn't matter what age we are, none of us have time. And things do take time to build, to create, to conceive, to manifest. So the time is now is what I'm getting from this. And maybe that is part of the wake-up call that judgment is bringing. And judgment is just one step before the world, the universe, where life really, really profoundly expands into your next season, your next cycle. King of Swords is here, Aquarius energy. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus might be dealing with one. But the King of Swords is the star in the minor arcana. So it's asking you to have hope and faith, to believe that this dream is possible, but it takes alignment. And what that means is that your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual actions, thoughts, beliefs, feelings are all lined up with what you're trying to create here. There's also an energy of seeing the big picture. We just talked about the time is now and how we think we have time. But in the big picture, you know, we're being told that this is an important threshold of change. 5 of Wands, yeah, and it's time to really hone your energy. I mean, the 5 of Wands can be where there's been unproductive energy. Now, you might have been taking action and doing things here, Taurus, but the action that we take needs to be in direct proportional relationship to the outcome we want. This is what I teach in my alignment program, because otherwise we can be spinning our wheels. So the 5 of Wands is sometimes, but I've done everything, I've been doing all the things, it still hasn't showed up. But what about the deep inner work? What about the shadow work? What about the limiting beliefs? Are your actions in direct alignment Are you taking enough action? Is it action in the right direction? So the Five of Wands says, let's get real. Let's do the stock take. Let's really look at how we are alchemizing this, how you're really making the magic. But the Star is here. The Star is here. And yeah, this is the hope, dream, or wish card. Hope and faith. That your star will rise. That your wish will come true. But it doesn't just fall out of the sky. You know me, I'm a realist. We are the magician. We are the vessel. We are the portal of creation, of alignment, of manifestation. So the star says, take that vulnerable action. You are supported. Let's work with the energy. King of Cups, Scorpio energy. The Death card in the Minor Arcana asks us to act from an emotionally balanced, stable place, asks us to transform what we may need to release or let go what we may need to go through the undoing process, to really get clear on our emotional capacity to lean into what it is we're trying to create. And if we're really truthful and honest, we're at the Two of Swords, some kind of crossroads or stalemate. Maybe there's a part of you that's not all in on this. The Two of Swords can talk about where we might be just trying to logic our way into a situation, but what we really need to do is look at the emotion, the heart space, you know, what we truly feel and what we deeply intuit and know at our souls, in our souls, our soul's being as well. You are supported, but it feels like you're at a crossroads. You need to change something up here is what I'm getting, Taurus. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you've been trying to manifest this for some time. I mean, this is my card of the 9-month or the 9-year struggle. And Spirit gives me this card when it's a long term, whether it's been exactly 9 years or not, you decide. But the thing is that it's a long-term sustained struggle. Like, this could look like, you know, rounds of IVF or, you know, having infertility issues. This could look like I've really tried to build a business and I've tried several things and nothing's worked. I've been trying to work towards, you know, my financial freedom. Like, whatever it is for you, you've tried really hard, but again, it feels like there is new aligned action or some kind of shift that comes through a wake-up call. But it's the universe supporting you towards the alignment of this. Yeah, Seven of Swords. You feel really hard done by at the stage of this reading. You know, why have other people got this outcome that care less and I haven't? It can be really hard to understand, but remember, your journey towards it, Taurus, is different from, you know, the next person's journey. And this could be about overcoming our own blocks, our own ability to sabotage. And even you might be thinking you're doing everything right, but if it's action that's not in the right direction, that can be the sabotage. All right, we have got Justice, Libra energy, and I have got the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So there is an energy of a point of change, a critical turning point, maybe through some kind of wake up or awakening that there's something to do differently here. That is the Justice that brings this into balance. And I think that there is a moment of clarity coming that opens the doorway to the infinite. Maybe you also, after making this shift, you see a small, you know, like affirming outcome or milestone reach that lets you know, like, the universe will show you if you're on the right path or not. So Justice is here. Yes, there is a wake up, but I just feel like this is really important for this to actually rethread after this long struggle. So Taurus, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you'd like to follow up with a personal reading or healing, I will link you to my website down below and also my socials. And if you are interested in my new alignment program, I will drop a link for you to explore it down below. Now, this is my life's work, my legacy that has come out of guiding 2,000 plus people with personal readings over the last few years. I have found that although we read the energy, the potentials, the energetic paths available, many people don't actually know how to take that action, how to align to it, and that's because there are blocks through the 4 fields: mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. So this methodology I'm calling the 4 fields method, where we drop into every part of your being and align deeply and look at the physical action that you can take and all of those blocks. It trumps a reading. It is a creation process. You can be worked for any transformation. It is somewhat manifestation, but manifestation, in my opinion, most teachings are an incomplete process. They don't work. It requires so much more than just thinking better thoughts or vision boarding. We really have to work through the action field, and yes, it's hard. It's hard, but this process works, and it's the process that I have personally followed to completely and entirely recreate my life across many years. And my story was quite profoundly different. I made a plea deal with the universe, and I went through a major tower moment and breakdown in my life, and have rebuilt everything and been put on this path through that process. And I have distilled all of that journey plus what I have learned from 2,000 of you guys to create this methodology, which really is the blend of modern psychology, neuroscience, and spiritual law. So I'm going to drop a link to that down below. It is the only way to work with me one-on-one, and always will be, because this is where I can bring my most potent magic. Okay, that is it. I'm sending you so much love and magic. Do take care, Taurus. Bye for now.